caught her down like I'm Nino.
Pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime.
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit back down. Seem like everybody nowadays Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now. I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show 'em how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show 'em how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a younger run around with his mans in his hand, feeling like a man. Run for the.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight, we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd and long for Prescott. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Losing 2 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now, He's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Brandon Graham in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That sort of goes without saying. That's the risk of running the option play. You can put the ball on the ground. They did there and turn it over.
So true, because you've got so many different decisions that have to be made. Are you handing the ball off inside, or are you just keeping it yourself, or you pitch it to your trail guy? And sometimes you get caught in between, and you're a little indecisive on the play, and it turns into the ball on the ground. Fortunately enough, they weren't able to return it for a touchdown.
Second down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it's a fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a second straight week.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And he loses the football a second time, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And he coughed it up. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Adam Humphries, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That's timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big... can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
A big gain of 39 on third. From the red zone now, Prescott. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are in for 6.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Cincinnati offense do here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
First down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the... be, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Prescott now on second down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And over the middle, this is Parker. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Got his target, Samuel. And he goes. Down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Prescott on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Second down, Prescott. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Prescott. They find some open field here. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A first down throw for Prescott. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. Busts through the tackle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Adam Humphries with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he's...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he'll get get this back to the 32-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense. But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down throw for Prescott. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Looking to throw. Prescott caught out left side by Robinson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 1st and 10, Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut outside and have that ball delivered with good timing.
Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator? I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football. Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that. Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3? Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that. And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, making it easier shot. Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, What do you look at stat line-wise for your core? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down. And it looks like right at the 40.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Prescott from the gun. And it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Throwing, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Adam Humphries with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And a pause in the action because the booth take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Point after now from Sturgis. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. But other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line. First down, Prescott. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Prescott to throw it. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play. We'll get a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Prescott, he's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Prescott to throw. He finds Humphries. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the spike comes with 9 seconds left to go. 10 yards still left on second down. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve the lead. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
I come here today to talk about how I feel. And I feel like that we are treated differently than other people.